Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. I wanted to share a flip through. I know it is toward the tail end of July, but I wanted to share some kind of Christmas in July project, and I have my December daily of 2021 completed. Other than one story I couldn't get a photo of because we have the tumblers that my husband bought us, matching tumblers. They are already packed, but I didn't get to take a picture of that. And my journaling. If I don't use my typewriter, I plan to just use my handwriting, and I do not like to share that. My handwriting is not the best. All right, let's jump right in. This is an Echo Park album. I don't remember if I got it from Echo Park or if I got it from scrapbook.com. It's been a bit since 2021. Here on the side, you guys, I just want to document or just show off all the pom-pom trim that I use. I love it so much. Adding all this texture in, it just makes me so happy. All right, let's jump in. This is using the Ali Edwards printable for the calendar. I felt like they were just too small to go ahead and add all the stuff in, so I went ahead and just used some LE Studio stickers. I used a little bit of the Candy Coated Christmas by Tracery Designs. It is a digital collection. I used LE Studio for that year of 2021, which is the Wonder pattern papers, the monthly kit, and I think even some of the December cards too, since they had an additional kit for December. Let me go to move this off to the side, get off the glare. I normally try to place my reason why as the first story, or I just don't like to number it though normally. Moving to story number 1, and I don't like the glare. I'm so sorry. There we go. Story number 1 is documenting our matching slippers. We didn't do matching PJs this year. I am using the LE Studio Project Life cards. I went ahead and did a little shaker pocket using the Polaroid frames, and I love the way that turned out. And yeah, I love the added pink in this collection. Moving to story number 2 here, I have a full page photo that I did not do a full size, so that way I can make a flap, and as you open up the flap, I have additional photos. So we have a nice little track here that my older son has had, and he wanted to place it on the tree. And then here on this full page photo is documenting how my 2 older children, my middle child has the need he had the need to want to copy the older child. I love this story of documenting the ornaments, but also the story within that tradition and how much it changes each year. For instance, now moving forward, my youngest child now copies the middle child. So it's just something to reflect back on, and I love seeing, although it's the same tradition, it is different. So I also have a flap right here, a little tab you can pull out, and there's some additional photos. It is kind of hard doing it with one hand. I tried to do it in the craft room, but I kept messing up and I was out of breath standing there. I was so tired. I just came from work, so I'm pretty spent. So this is a photo of my ornament and a Disney ornament, since this was the year we went to Disney. I do need to get one more for Universal. All right, moving to the next page. I took a tree selfie, and I was so grateful that my middle child jumped in and wanted to take it with me. You guys, this is a Kodak moment. Looking forward now to present times. It is like pulling teeth to get this kid to take any photos. So he is now in his going on preteens, going to middle school. You guys, I just cannot believe it. So I created this little bit of a filler page here, and I'm going to be placing my journaling reflecting on that photo. This is working with LE Studio. Now, although you can see I have 2 of the pom-pom trim here in the same color, I had did this in real time of 2021, and then the next trim that I placed this white one on is for the hot cocoa day, and it makes me think of marshmallows. So as much as I didn't want to have the same color of trim next to each other, I just accepted it is what it is. And I originally placed pom-pom trim on here since the LE Studio pattern papers are not bigger than the out of page size. So it's just, I think it's like 6 inches. So I just wanted to add a little bit of more texture and width, if that makes sense. Story number 4, it is our tradition, our new tradition of having an elf. And he appeared on our tree along with his birth certificate. Oh my god, his adoption certificate. And I used some more LE Studio. Moving to story number 5, it is a story without a photo, which I don't do many of, which it was a nice change though. And I used the Candy Coated Christmas by Tracy Reed Designs. This is a story saying the 5 things that we love about Christmas. I went ahead and asked each of the family members, and I was happy with their answers. I love when I'm able to add in different voices. That is definitely something that Ellie Edwards likes to remind and to just welcome and appreciate. And they may not always want to participate, so when they do, I do love it. Story number 6, it is their Santa letters. I was so thrilled to see the participation from my toddler. He was eager to write his own list. However, he does not know how to write and read. So this is his original list. It is a bunch of little scribbles. And so we asked him what each scribble meant. This is Paw Patrol, this is trains, and more train, and PJ Masks. And I just loved this, that I had to do a full page photo because it is something new and different. Something we're going to remember years to come. So I went ahead and placed pictures of their list along with their handwriting, which is going to change every year. So I just loved having that there. And I remember this year being particularly hard. I don't know regarding like a lot of things, especially during the seasons. It tends to be busier, more chaotic. So this is for me to do a personal reflection, just talk to Santa Claus. So I really wanted to have that in there and to do that journaling. And I just placed believe because you need to believe in Santa. This is just a free printable that I found on Google. Story number 7 is documenting my favorite decor that I have on the counter, and it is my tree, and these little presents are actually ornaments, and my nutcrackers. Guys, I love nutcrackers. I feel like that just represents Christmas, and so I really love this setup. Moving to story number 8, it is decorating the tree, and my husband holding our youngest to place the star on the tree. I find that very hilarious because I believe the following year we forgot to do this. We forgot to put the star on the tree. So what's funny? Some stories you're going to share every year, and some you're going to have to say, oh, we forgot about that one. Story number 9, it is hot cocoa day and our hot cocoa night, I guess. And this is where I placed the trim. Love the way that turned out. The setup for our hot cocoa area, the boys loved it. I used Ellie's studio to document this story. And this is also where I made my first boo-boo. For some strange reason, I decided to adhere story number 10 to story number 11. So I was in a bit of a pickle, and I decided since I only adhered to the sides, I can fix this and just make it into a pocket for story number 10. Story number 10 is just the 10 December movies that we felt go with the holidays. So these are we all picked two, I think two movies, and yeah. And here in the back is where I would be doing my journaling. And I'm going to place that back in here in a bit. So this is story number 11, where we watch the new Grinch movie. I made a quick little pocket page of 2x2 squares, and we had baked some green cookies. And I love the way when you added in the egg, how it turned green. It was a beautiful contrast. And then just some additional photos of the evening. Story number 12. Here it is just a miscellaneous page of different photos, from Mocha Frappes to my son's love for homemade Alfredo, making a homemade Alfredo pizza, my peppermint bark. They're like peppermint Reese's cups. They're from the dollar store. Of course, one year they didn't have them, I think, or 2 years. So my husband had to order them online just because I was so bent on getting them every year. I have a peppermint cup that I made sure to use. I love using all my Christmas mugs along with the new ones that I get. And then these were just some beautiful, like Whoville Christmas themed trees that were at HEB. I just really loved the way that looked. And then School of Chocolate was something that we saw this year, which if you have not seen that, I strongly encourage you to watch it. It's amazing. He did art he does out of chocolate. Mind-blowing. Truly is. All right, moving to story number 13. I have 2 parts, just 2 stories to document. We watched The Loud House, the Bro version, the movie. And that's where I'm going to place right here. And then the special moment 2 is just documenting their advent calendars for the year. All right, you guys, moving to this next page. Another boo-boo. I forgot to number this page. So we're going to go along with the whole it's another miscellaneous page. It is another mug that I am documenting. I don't know if this is the first year that I got it or just to document that I'm using it because I love that cup. And this is where we do my journaling along with documenting the story. So in a previous year, I had documented that I was making him a baby blanket. So to see that he's using it during this time now, I just love that. Here on the right side, we have a felt tree for my toddler. So that way he doesn't mess up the big tree. He can just play with that one. Story number 14. It is a photo that my husband sent me. He was using the new ice spears that I had bought him. And I just love the fact that on his own, he staged this photo. He not only just took a picture, but he also did it near the tree. You better believe that was a full page photo. I love when our family members participate in documenting and just taking the time to do these photos. Story number 15 is a blast from the past. It is documenting a story of our childhood where we may not have a photo, but we have a story that we want to share. And I really love this. So my story is, all along, I thought as a child that we got fake trees. But I just found out from my sister. She told me that when we were little, we used to have real trees because my dad loved the way they smelled. And we only switched to fake trees because my mom wanted fake trees. And I also remember when we would have those fake trees, my mom always let us have the tinsel, the silver tinsel, kind of look like chrome, and kind of throw it all over the tree. I remember we literally it threw up on that tree. There was so much tinsel on them. It was so fun to decorate them. Story number 16 is a story that my husband was going to document, a story from the past, which I just have to take the time to type, right? That story. His story was, he always remembered that his mother had an ice mold of a Christmas tree on the table on Christmas Day. And funny, along with his little ice spears, this year I had tried, I don't know if I got the full 12 gifts, kind of like 12 gifts of Christmas, but I had tried to get him random little gifts that he can open throughout the month. And one of them was the mold that he said, like a Christmas tree ice mold, just like his mother's. And so that is so simple, sentimental, and I'm so glad that he shared that story with me. Moving to story number 17 is our wrapping paper. Story number 18, it is our gingerbread houses. Story number 19, we did cave and get my toddler some Christmas PJs, and he's taking a picture in front of the tree. Story number 20, it is our Christmas reads. Each of the boys got a Christmas book, a Christmas Goosebumps, Christmas jokes, and 5-minute bedtime Christmas stories. This year was the year that everybody was doing the bokeh photos, so I did our tree, and I love the way it turned out. Full page photo for that. Story number 21, we went simplistic. Here I just added some trim and some thickers. So they're not thickers, they're chipboard that have been in my stash for a bit, and it's just documenting our new stockings. Story number 22, it is my husband and my toddler. They go to the store often, so to see a Christmas Buc-ee's, they had to take the photo, of course. Story number 23, it is our decor outside, and I went ahead and just added a bit of a filler page here of the additional movies that I know for sure we saw because they were in my my album. And yeah. Story number 4 is Christmas Eve. We normally do a gathering with the family, the extended, and I just love this photo because they're taking it all together, and I took a photo of them taking that photo. I just really love the way that looks. I am using the Mix and Mingle collection from Simple Stories, and this is Ellie Studio. And then I have a picture of the tree on Christmas Eve. I love to document how the tree looks on Christmas Eve. And normally I place a Christmas mug or something now. I just love how even the smaller stories or the photos that don't necessarily have a bigger meaning still kind of resurface every year, and how I change them up. Story number 25, I went with one single page in black and white, and I feel like it kind of represents the mess around and just the boys. I love that they still have the sleeping bag that was in there, and this is actually the gift that he got him, and there was like so much thought into it, and to this day he still loves it. So I'm really thankful for capturing that memory, and I was happy with just having one photo. I find that so crazy. You would think, you're amping this up for this day, so there's going to be a lot of photos, but sometimes I feel like I just need one photo does it, and I'm good. Story number 26 is documenting some of the photos regarding our elf. I was not good at taking a picture every day of all the shenanigans that he did, but I did get one full page photo here on the right. I loved him in this big old container in our hot cocoa bar area. And then I just love the setup that I have here of these cards. This is using the Make It Merry by Simple Stories. I made a little pocket. I loved having the bold black and white writing, and then I have additional photos. So I just placed this 4x6 to kind of have it pull out this December. Then I have a photo right here, so I'm going to pull that one out. And it is Jingle Bells on my little tree. So sorry, if you can you tell? There we go. On our tree that I have on my counter. It's actually the tree that comes up for Halloween, and it has Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments, and it just stays up until Christmas because, again, they can go for both things. This is where I'm going to be placing my journaling. Oh, what fun to talk about the shenanigans that he's put us through throughout the month of December. Then I have another photo, and he is right here on the curtains with one of the teddy bears that is no longer around. So, and he was his teddy bear from since he was younger. So I love having not only to document that story regarding the elf, but the fact that the teddy bear is still somewhere. Then I also place the magic of the season because I really feel like the elf brings in some magic. So I just really liked having that little bit of a layering in here. And yeah, so moving on to story number 27. Story number 27, it is my middle child's ugly sweater for school. He has an advent calendar where he participates and does quite a few things throughout the month of December. And this is kind of bittersweet because this year now, 2024, he is going into middle school. So he did this from first grade to fifth grade. Ugly sweater every single year, and just like the reindeer hats and participation throughout that. I just, it's very bittersweet. So looking back now, so I'm going to be placing my journaling here, and I have these 3 photos to kind of reflect his ugly sweater. And yeah, I just really love the way that turned out. Story 28 are the pictures of the gifts that I had gave my husband throughout the month. I don't think I got exactly 12, but I still had quite a few gifts that I was happy to have done that for him. And here I have this little slot, and this is just sharing that I think out of all the gifts, I think he enjoyed most of all, not all, but the one that I felt that was most sentimental was getting him the ice smoked, the Christmas tree that he told me about that his mom had. And I want to make sure we make that a tradition that on Christmas Day it's on the table just like his mother did. This is the Make It Merry collection. I just wanted to add my journaling regarding what this was, which were gifts for my husband throughout the month of December. Moving on to story number 29, I love the tradition that my husband has that every single year I will have these chocolates under the tree for me. They'll be in different sizes, like in a box, or a nice the big one that looks like a big one of these, or like in a Christmas tree. He does it every year, and I love that tradition. It's just so nice. This is story number 29, and it is our matching tumblers that my husband got us that I didn't get to take a picture, and they are now packed. So hopefully I'm able to unpack that soon to take that photo. Story number 30, it is my older son as he came back and was opening his gifts. So I went ahead and did in black and white. This is from the Make It Merry collection, and that is from Ellie Studio. 31, it is of Christmas Eve / not Christmas Eve. Oh my God, you guys, this is New Year's. So I have 2 three photos. I have the boys in the middle looking at fireworks, and then all of us together. And then here I have looking back and looking ahead. And this is the official adoption certificate here that I adhered to the back. And I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to place this in there, but since it has the date, I want to see if I can use it. This is from LA Studio, and then I may add like little tabs to place it here in the back of these photos. If not, I'm gonna see if I can roll this over to Project Life in 2021. Maybe I missed some of these documenting, I'm not sure, but it's marked for this year, so let me see if I can use it. But other than that, this is going to be my album, you guys. I had so much fun creating it. I love the pom-pom trim in here. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what's on your desk and what has you excited. It was so tempting between Christmas in July and summer wane, basically doing Halloween projects in the middle of summer. It was so hard, but I'm so glad that I did get to finish this album. Now I can move forward to 2022 and 2023. I am behind, so this is why I leaned toward Christmas, but now I'm ready to jumpstart Halloween and also do some school layouts. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.